Hey everyone, it's Bree. I'm back with another scrapbook process video for my Creative Scrapbook, and I am going to be working with the February main kit. So I'm showing you everything that comes in the kit. I got some chipboard pieces from the Life Captured collection from Simple Stories, the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. We got a stencil from Vicky Boutin, and then, did I say bits and pieces from the Simple Stories collection, and then some puffy stickers as well. And then we also get a few print shop Vicky Boutin pattern papers. I know this went really fast, but I just wanted to give you a small glimpse of what comes in the kit, since I will be using that or it for this process. This is one of the cut files for this month. It says Love You More, and I am going to take the inner pieces of the cut file and I'm going to ink up in an ombre design using my Distress Oxide inks in coordinating colors. So I have that 12 by 12 cardstock sticker sheet on my desk so I can just match it quickly, just kind of going back and forth to it as well as into my Distress Oxide ink stash. So I'm just going to ink them up from top to bottom and just kind of blend that the ink color out just to get that ombre look. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love working with cut files. I always like to, change it up and do fun things with them. So I'm going to do some ink blending in the cut file. I am going to add some glitter paste as well as making shakers using the hearts in the cut file. So there's 3 hearts and I'm going to make shakers out of all of them. So I sped this up quite a bit because it did take some time to do some inking and then going through my colors. So I kept it like the footage in here, but I made it go really fast so you didn't have to sit and watch me ink them all up because it gets, super repetitive and, not too exciting. So that's all I'm going to do is just finish inking up the rest of the letters. And you'll see here what I choose to do with these letters. It's kind of fun. It did take a little bit of time, but I'll mention that here when I get to that part of the video. So here is where I wanted to add some sparkle to each of these letters. So I took my Nuvo paste, and I think this one is Moonstone. It's one of my favorites, and it's almost dried out. And so in order not to waste it, since I'm just using a little bit, I'm taking a dry paintbrush and adding the paste right on top of the color just to give each of those letters some sparkle. So off camera, I did back each of the hearts in the cut file with some acetate, and now I am trimming my foam tape to be thin enough to go around the perimeter of each of the hearts, so that when I go to pour in my clay hearts as well as some seed beads, those have a place to sit, so it could be like my shaker. So I quickly pour in the seed beads, my hearts, just a little bit of each, and then I'm going to seal them up with some vellum. That is like my backing paper of choice whenever I make a shaker. I just like the look of it, and so I'm going to back each heart with a piece of vellum, and then I'm going to carefully trim them out. So here are my shakers. I think they're so fun, so pretty. It just looks so clean. And then off camera, I did back the entire cut file with foam strips. So there are foam strips that are narrow, but sometimes the cut files are they're not as thick, right? So those like foam strips by Doris, and you can also get them at scrapbook.com, are still too thick. So my foam tape of choice is the Scotch foam tape, and I just trim it down to whatever I need it to be, like whatever width. So it did take some time, but it's super worth it, and I like how this turned out. So I took I took my cut file, put it on a piece of white textured cardstock, and then I'm going to go ahead and distress the edges and then place it on one of the 12 by 12 pattern papers, and I think this one is from January. So the Life Captured collection by Simple Stories is the 12 by 12 pattern papers are all for each month, so January through December, and they have cut apart sheets on one side and then pattern paper on the other, and they're super versatile. You have so much, you can fussy cut, you can back. I love the papers, and you can totally get a lot of layouts from each page. So this is what I did because I added foam tape to the back of the cut file. I went ahead and put all of the inner pieces of the cut file right inside the cut file. So it's like inset, is that a word? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I place the pieces back in, so the cut file is raised, the negative portion, and then the positive pieces are pushed down. And I did this because I did create a shaker So there's foam on the back of the hearts, and so it made everything uneven. And you know me, I like to have everything like on the same level. So that's why I opted to go ahead and back the whole entire cut file with foam and get everything level, and then just place in my letter pieces of the cut file right inside. And I love how it turned out. It's super pretty with the sparkles, with the shaker. There's lots going on, and that's why I didn't embellish too much, because I didn't want to take away from the shaker as well as the ink blended cut file. So yeah, I just let's see, I embellished using a chipboard sticker, some cardstock stickers, and then I don't know if I grabbed some bits and pieces. I don't think so. I think I mainly used the chipboard and then this 12 by 12 sticker sheet. So I added some tangled thread, and I thought it would be great to add a little bit of pink splatters. So that's all I'm doing here, is just add a little more color on top of all that white, and that's it, I believe. So I am going to bring the layout closer to the camera so you could see how everything looks, the shakers, the sparkle, the whole cut file, and then stay tuned for the final layout, which is here right now, and then some up close shots. But I will have everything linked to my Creative Scrapbook in the description box below. But thank you so much for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.